Today I'm going to show you how to fix one of the most common AC issues, replacing your air conditioning capacitor. If your fan inside is running, but it's not blowing cold air when your system is set to cool, you are going to want to check your unit outside. Once you get to the condenser unit outside, if the fan is not spinning, listen for a buzzing noise. If you hear a buzzing noise, this is a sign that your AC capacitor may be bad. Next, use a long screwdriver with an insulated handle to try and manually start the fan in a clockwise direction. If your fan starts spinning on its own, this is another indicator that your capacitor may be bad. In my case, the fan kept spinning, but very slowly. In order to remove the capacitor, we need to shut off power to the air conditioning system. Shut off any breakers and remove any disconnects associated with your air conditioning system. Once your system has been disconnected from power, locate and remove the electrical panel cover from your AC condenser unit. You should now be able to see the capacitor. Using gloves, we will now remove the wires from the capacitor, being extremely careful to not touch two terminals at the same time. These capacitors can be over 400 volts and can cause injury or death if not handled properly. Next, we will ensure the capacitor is discharged by using gloves and a screwdriver with an insulated handle to short across the terminals. We'll do this by touching the screwdriver between each set of terminals. Do this between all three terminals. Again, make sure you're completely insulated from electric shock before completing this step. Make sure you're not touching any part of the AC condenser unit. Now we will remove the capacitor from its holding bracket. You'll see I struggled a little bit finding the right tool for this step, but hopefully you'll have an easier time than I did. Let's look at the label on the capacitor to find a replacement. The compressor is 35 microfarad, the fan is 5 microfarad, and the voltage is 370 volts. I was very happy to have found a replacement at a local AC supply store rather than having to wait for an online order. Make sure if your original capacitor had 3 terminals on the top that you get a replacement capacitor with 3 terminals. These are called dual run capacitors. Now we just have to do the opposite of what we just did to replace the capacitor. It's always a good idea to handle these with care and avoid touching the terminals, even if you are absolutely certain it is discharged. Now we'll just reconnect the wires in the same configuration they were before. In a typical air conditioning unit, the fan wire will be brown, the common will be yellow, and the Herm wire will be blue. And finally, the moment we've all been waiting for, we're ready to reconnect power to our AC system. Remember to turn all of your breakers back on, replace any service disconnects, and then using your thermostat, set your system to the cool setting. And voila, we're back up and running. Next we will replace the electrical panel cover and verify that our condenser unit is functioning properly. A quick check to see if the condenser unit is working properly is to feel these 2 lines. The non-insulated line should feel warm and the insulated line should feel cool and may be sweating. Thanks for watching, and I hope this video helps you cool off.